And today we're reacting to All Over a Beef and Cheese Stick by Bill Feezy. Y'all know how it is, bro. Shout out Bill Feezy, bro. Shout out all the, prison content creators I be reacting to. Yeah, I already know this is gonna be a great video. Real quick, let me give y'all the story, man. So boom, right? I'm at the gym on IG. I see a nigga named Billiam DM'd me. I said, oh nah. I said, let me see this. Click on it. He said, what's up, folk? I said, say this to real Bill Feezy, man. I've been trying to find your IG. The called me. I started chopping it up with bro. I said, man, that's crazy, bro. So I just want to say, man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out by Bill, man, for real. You know what I'm saying? Plugged in like a socket, tied in, man. I with you, bro. You know that. And yeah, that shit hard, bro. That shit was so funny. I was not expecting that talk or that conversation yesterday. Real, bro. Just like the video. Let's go get to it, man. Make sure y'all pull up and react to all his videos on his channel. Go ahead and do it, man. Let's do it. Yeah, let me get on your big bald head, man. Ain't no way this nigga had waves, man.
My personal preference, I prefer the CMOS in the peel form. The form is great, man.
Oh yeah, this nigga getting his money. You a nigga only that happy jumping around advertising when he getting his money, bro.
Yeah, I like this one. Yeah. What the feezy? 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 What the feezy?
What the feezy?
What up, though, y'all? It's your boy Bill. If you haven't
this nigga laugh.
Pre-ordered that book, go on, snatch you a copy. They will be ready in the quickness. BillFzy.org is going for $25. Go on, pre-order that book. Go on, get him. I promise you it's worth it. You getting some, I'm telling you some stuff about me I never told you, and I'm going into details on exactly how I got locked up, how it happened, how the dirty game my co-defendant played, tried to set me up to make me get a bunch of time and all that. So go on, check it out. So I'm at Smith State Prison. I'm in the room with this little Muslim dude. We roommates. And bro, I was down bad at this point. When I say down bad, I mean I had to holler at like 2 or 3 different people about putting me on the phone, letting me use the phone. But I was trying to have it set for a certain date. The day that I was originally trying to do it, bro, I got on the phone and called everybody. Everybody just couldn't do it at that moment. It was like, you got to try me on another day or another time. So I was trying to have it set up for a certain day, a certain time. I literally had nothing, bro. I was in the room hungry. I was on the top bunk. My damn stomach would growl.
You know what's crazy? It's different being broke on the outside, right? Being broke like in the free world. But being broke in prison, that shit got to be a whole. Cause I could be broke in the house and go downstairs and fix me a peanut butter and jelly and be like, damn, I ain't got no money. But shit, I got the booty part of the bread and, you know what I'm saying, some peanut butter and some jelly. You feel me? Or I got some motherfucking olives in this bitch or some pickles or some shit, Paul. But when you in the prison, hey, this shit not funny. Nigga, you really hungry. You can't just get up and just start, man, let me scrape something up or let me, try to finagle some shit outside or let me go try to steal something from the gas station. You can't even play that. God, just hungry, cold and shit.
My roommate kept walking in and out the room, turning the light on, turning the light off.
Oh yeah, and you mad too. Yeah.
Keep moving too damn much. I don't know what I was thinking. He finally come in and sit.
Oh God.
Sitting on the bottom bunk. He said, "Hey, C-Bill." I'm like, "What's up, bro?" I'm just looking at the ceiling. He was like, "I'm hungry. Hell, bro, you ain't hungry?" I said, "Yeah, I ain't ate all day, but for real, I'm down bad right now." When they called lunch, I didn't go because I was really counting my eggs before they hatched. I thought I was gonna have some money to pick up today, so I did not go when it was lunchtime. I just felt like, hey, it is what it is. Stayed in the dorm thinking that I ain't
gonna I'm gonna let him rock out for a minute, not pause too much. I know I was talking a lot, but that just made me think in my time when I was in that hole for just a little bit of time that I was in there. I remember I thought I was getting out the next day. I thought I was finna get out soon. So when they called for us to niggas start eating, right? I'm like, nah, I'm straight. I ain't trying, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to eat. And I go and look out the shit, and I see niggas eating, right? They eat French toast, and mind you, I also didn't eat because what they was trying to give us in the holding cell was like one slice of bread with a piece of bologna and some cheese on it. I don't know what the fuck the size was, and some misty ass juice. So I was like, man, hell no, because they finna have us trying to eat some more bullshit. I was like, oh, I'm straight. Mind you, I didn't eat that, so I was already still hungry from that. We get to the shit, bruh. I'm looking out. They come say, oh, y'all, you eat? I'm like, nah, hell nah. So they go to the next person. You eating? Them niggas get downstairs. They start eating, passing trays out. I'm like, damn, that shit don't look too bad. And the shit this small. So I'm looking through. I'm like, damn, these niggas eating good right now. And I was hungry as fuck. I was like, shit, well, it is what it is, man. And I had to wait until the next time.
I was going to get me, a green dot or something. Back then, we was using green dots and stuff. So my roommate was like, man, I'm hungry. Hell, bro, I'm hungry. Hell, I'm finna go try to ask one of my brothers if I can get something to eat. So I'm like, hey, do what you do. So he leave out the room. I was thinking about the people I run with. Few of them down there, they actually run the store. But the reason I didn't want to go ask them for nothing to eat, number one, I don't know why, but for about 3 weeks in a row, I had to owe these folks. And bro, every time, and I checked on the website, it's a way you could check to see if the money hit your books. It's showing that my pops did put the money on my books, but every time the store comes, my balance is showing zero. But it was an issue with the way he did it. He did it a wrong way, and it took it a very long time to process. But I eventually got
the money. Okay.
I didn't want to go to them who ran that store because I know they'd be looking at me like, shit, last time you took 3 weeks to pay the box back. So I didn't want to do that. And then my other guy over here who used to run the store out his personal property, he just was one of them type of people that would give you a long-ass speech. And, he was a little older than me, but the stuff he was saying was real. But when you hungry, bro, you not
trying to hear that shit.
I understand everything, buddy. Just give me the food, and I'm going to straighten it out when I straighten it out. So I'm just laying there. My roommate ends up coming back in the room. He got 1 pack of chicken ramen noodles in his hand. He coming there with an attitude. Rain, man, nigga supposed to be my brother. He's smashing the soup up on the ground. That's just how we used to crush up the noodles. He's smashing it on the ground. He talking about, lame man, nigga, supposed to be my brother. Nigga gonna give me, I tell him I'm hungry. He gonna give me 1 damn pack of noodles. That's crazy. All that food you got in your box. So I'm sitting there thinking like, huh? Man, your ass better be grateful he gave you anything. He ain't had to give you nothing. Yeah, that's your brother. Y'all run, y'all rock. But that man don't owe you nothing. He ain't got to give you nothing. So, I'm sitting here talking to him, telling him, like, bro, that man don't owe you nothing, bro. He like, no, but at the end of the day, that's my brother. And if my brother hungry, he rips the noodle pack open, takes the seasoning out, tear through it with his teeth. The damn noodle, the part he just ripped through is still on this side. It's hanging from his lip. Damn, there's some in his mouth still. He empties the whole pack in there, shake it up like twice. And like turns into Scooby-Doo, just go to golfing it down and just talking to me, mouth full. No, my brother, and I got all kind of food. Ain't no way in hell I got them. Blah, blah, blah. They gonna have the nerve to turn it to me and say, you want some, bro? And I appreciate him for trying to share with me. That's one thing about that guy, I can say he did try to share with me kind of often. But at the same time, bro, this ain't that. I don't want none of them dry ass noodles. Number one, you ain't got but 1 pack. Number two, you done had your big ass vacuum cleaner suction cup ass lips on there exterminating every piece of seasoning in there. Mouth sucked all to the bag. I don't want nothing.
Wait, man. What the fuck is you got going on in this video, man?
Nothing out there, bag. You can have everything in there. As I watch them sit here and chew and complain, shit, I started getting more and more hungry. So I got up. I said, man, I'm about to go ask one of my partners.
Yeah, I gotta see about something.
I really don't want to ask him. So I go down the room, I'm really looking for him to see if he outside the room. He ain't outside. So I go to his room, knock on the door, do. He like, yo. I'm like, CB. He like, come on in, bro. I walk in there. I'm like, what's up, bro? He like, what you got going on, young man? He just used to, just be in good spirits. So I'm like, man, so when I walk in the room, before I can even respond to him, bro, it's nothing but honey buns, bags of Doritos, bags of Cheetos, Sprites, orange sodas, grape sodas, whole bunch of bags of candy, cheese puffs, everywhere on the floor, everywhere on the bed, and he had a writing tablet in his hand. So I know he, taking inventory of all his stuff. So I'm like, man, I'm just cooling, bro. What you got going on? He said, just doing some more inventory, counting so much of this stuff.
Look at all this food I got. Look at all this shit I got.
It might be time for me to start putting stuff in somebody else's boxes. So before I decided to ask him to credit something, I said, I'm going to give him a good option. So what they would do is, if they got too much food, sometimes if the police on the BS, they'll come take it if you got more than the weekly limit. So what they'll do is pay somebody else X amount of dollars to fill up their box with one weekly limit. So, if they ever come through, we all got the right amount we got. So I offered, I said, hey, if you want to, you give me $10 and you can fill my box up and keep your food in there. I'm trying to hustle now. I'm trying not to just act you. He got some big ass bifocals on, so he pushing the glasses up. Tall, light-skinned, slim dude. Got a big old GD tattoo on both sides of his neck, one on his forehead.
Damn.
And he say like he done transform, he done changed his life. He living like that, but he's like, I'm not on nothing foolery. Anything foolish.
You said what, Matt? Huh?
Shit not in my nose.
What's in your nose?
My whole shit's not in my nose.
Oh, yeah, it's gone.
That's funny to you?
I'm not laughing. What's up, Dada?
No, don't say hi to him.
What y'all doing?
We're pulling up to Taco to Go.
What's that?
The taco place we got the last time.
They got what up? They ain't got no beef option.
They have a lot of stuff. Look at the menu online.
They got beef sausage and egg and potato and cheese.
Isaiah, can you look it up?
Babe, I'm recording. This gonna get left in.
Okay, goodbye.
Wait, but look, I'll try to see if they got some type of beef option.
I know what you want. You want a beef link. Goodbye.
What? Hey, chill. Hey, hold on. Get some red. I want the red sauce this time because I didn't get none.
Okay.
Get some ketchup too this time too.
I'm not with it, but I am who I am. He like, nah, I think I'm good right now. The weekend approaching. I don't think I need it right now. Probably when the weekdays start. You know what I'm saying? So I asked him, I'm like, well, you want to lock in? You want to go and give me the $10 now?
Because I need me something to eat.
And then first thing Monday morning or Sunday night, you just come fill my box. So he like, nah, I think I'll holler at you just when it's time if I need. He said, so what you got going on? I say, really, bro? I came over here to try to stow something out from you, bro. 'Cause I'm hungry as hell. He said, well, what you trying to stow out? I say, bro, probably about $3-4. I'll double it, give it back to you. You feel me? I just ain't got nothing right now. So he said, CBS, don't you got, you say your mama, your brother, or somebody, don't they be sending you money, supporting you? So I'm like, yeah, my mama send me money. My pops will send me some money. One of my partners, well, he ain't my real brother, but I call him my brother. But, he'll send me money. They'll look out for me and stuff like that. He like, so I'm trying.
That's fucked up, the people that ain't got those type of people in their life. I mean, depending on what they crime or something like that. But they ain't got people in their life to hold them down like that. I know one thing. I have my girl sending all types of shit. I have my girl, my mama. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, as soon as my YouTube check drop back, you can take most of that, hold it down, put 5,000 in my shit. For real.
Trying to figure out how you ain't got nothing to eat, folks. I'm like, bro, what you mean? Just doing time. You know how it go. You just be bored. You sit around, you eat, and next thing you know, that food go quick. He said, nah, that ain't how it work. That ain't how it work. He said, because you see all this food I got, ain't nobody sending me
brother.
My mama, my brother, my homeboy, my baby mama, my grandmama, don't nobody send me nothing. In my mind, I'm like, bro, come home, bro. But I understand now because when I talk to people sometimes, people be looking at me like, bro, come on, man. But I understand now. But back then, I wasn't trying to hear that. Like, bro, if you know for a fact you have prison time to do, And you know out there on them streets, them folks got real bills. Them folks got stuff going on out there. They got stuff that they got to pay this or they not gonna eat today. They got to pay this or they not gonna have no clean clothes because they gotta afford soap powder and washing powder. He like, and they send you some money and you know you got years in prison to do. He like, see, Bill, you got to take a little bit of something and you got to sacrifice for a minute. You got to think about all of the times that you went without. Think about all of the times you sat in your room hungry with nothing. Hair nappy because you can't afford a haircut. Clothes wrinkled because you can't afford to pay the laundroman. You got to think about all them times that you had to live like that by force. And then you got to live like that by choice. You got to make yourself live like that when you...
Hey, that nigga talking. Even on some shit like some saving money shit. He talking.
You got stuff. So either you can credit it out or you can buy you a little pack.
He's talking that shit though.
And then that way you keep you some money coming in. And then once it start flipping and then you got a whole bunch like this, then you can live good, eat however much you want every day, keep your hair cut because you can always pay the barber, keep your clothes clean and pressed because you can always pay the laundroman because you got a stream of income constantly coming in. So then you will be able to do what you want to do. He like, but if you have your family and your friends send you money and you go buy these Al Green CDs and you just want to smoke, or you go buy these CIs. CIs is another word for Chris Brown CDs, but I wasn't even smoking Chris Brown back then, but I just let him say what he say. He like, you gonna buy these Al Green CDs and you gonna go buy these CIs and you want to just do whatever it is you want to do, bro, you can't do that. You got to budget. You got to manage, bro. You got to manage and you got to starve yourself now so you can eat later on. Bro, when he got done talking, I was like...
You right.
So I'm like, so what's up, bro? You gonna stove me the stuff out of what? He like, I don't know, CBL, because I don't know if you understand what I just...
Bill, you gotta hit the nigga with the, nah, you right, man. For sure, you right. I'm gonna make sure. Even if you capping her now, man, you can't show that you mad.
Said or not, I say, bro, I understand, folks. Please, bro. I'm hungry as hell. Just throw it out. We ain't gonna have this issue no more. He said, you sure? I said, I'm positive. So he give me the stuff. I leave out the room. I'm like, damn. So I go back in there. My roommate, as soon as I walk through the door, he just know my facial expression. And my roommate know how he is. So as soon as I walk through the door, I'm frowned up. My roommate looking up at me. He busts out laughing. I'm like, what? He like, man, that man just took you through a whole damn sermon, ain't it? I was like, bro, oh my goodness. So I'm sitting here telling my roommate everything he took me through. Looking at what I got like 4 packs of noodles.
Oh, yeah.
He gave me a honey bun. He gave me a canned Sprite. And he gave me an empty noodle bag full of cheese puffs. So I told my roommate, I'm like, hey, look, if you can get from one of your guys either a summer sausage or 2 beef and cheese sticks and a little more cheese puffs, we could make a little pocket together. And I'll throw like 3 of these soups in there, which is noodles, and then we'll make a nice little pocket and get full. So he like, all right, I'm gonna go holler at one of my brothers. So he was going to the door. I was like, hey. He was like, yeah. I was like, and try to get some refried beans too. So he was like, all right, bet. Now the refried beans blows the noodles up. And it just makes it heavier. So the refried beans, the cheese, and the sausage.
Niggas is full.
3 packs of noodles, that'll definitely get 2 people full if you cook it right and you make sure you blow it up to the point it's kind of heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he leave out the room. So I'm in there preparing it, smashing the noodles out. Now I'm feeling way better. I'm feeling good. I'm in there singing and smashing the noodles on the ground. And that's another reason I know that depression is just connected to certain events, bro. Because I was sitting in that room so sad, so depressed, feeling just terrible. Feeling
when you
like
broke, you be hurt.
Crazy, saying stupid stuff in my head, like don't nobody love me, and just feeling bad for myself that I'm in prison, this, and that. Like I was just feeling like scum of the earth. I was starving. And now that I got some food, I know I'm finna be full. I didn't feel nowhere near like that. Didn't have none of them thoughts I had. I was in a great mood. So that's how I know when people be depressed, bro, and be sad and be going through stuff, it just be their circumstance. Yeah. You feel me? Just change the circumstance. If you can change it. Now, some circumstances you don't got the power to change, but it's just a circumstance, bro. I do believe some people just, just wake up depressed and it's like it ain't no circumstance, ain't nothing to change. But most of the time, it's something that can be changed and you would be out of that feeling 100%.
That's
so
real.
Instead of laying there in that feeling, we got to make ourselves get up out of there and do something else.
That's
and
real.
do something about whatever we're feeling depressed about, and we'll feel way better and we can lose all these crazy thoughts in our mind. So while I'm in there getting the noodles ready, they call a chow call. I stick my head out the door just to see, my few guys or whatever, because we kind of walk down there together. So I see them and I just let them know, like, I ain't going. But it was like 2 of them not going too. So that was cool because there was a few of us in the dorm with me and my partners and stuff. We just like to keep eyes and ears on each other. So they called chow call. My roommate had came back in the room. He didn't have nothing in his hand. I was like, you wasn't able to get nothing? So he was like, oh, no. He told me just hold up for a minute. He got me. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I tell him, go get the hot water. You know what I'm saying? I was going to go get the hot water, but he already right there by the door. And I'm over here crushing these cheese puffs up and stuff and opening these noodle packs, so he go get it. When he come back in with the hot water, I'm turned towards the wall, kind of like the cell, this the door. He walk in the door, you got the sink and toilet, locker box, 2 bunk beds, and then you got the desk right here on the other side of the other box. I'm sitting at the desk, kind of more so turned towards the window, slider window. I'm kind of turned there, not all the way just facing the window, like I'm a damn time out or something, but I'm just kind of like facing the window a little bit. So I hear the door swing open, I look up at him real quick, I see the hot water in his hand, he don't got nothing else. I'm pulling the seasoning packs out the noodles, and then I just hear, like, you throw some snacks on the bed. And then I look over to the bed, and I see a summer sausage, a loose noodle bag, with it looked blowed up, so I know it's cheese puffs in there, and it was a canned soda. So when I looked back at him. He was turning around walking out the room. The cup of hot water was on the desk. He sat it down on the desk where I was at and threw the snacks on the thing. He hurried up and shoot out the room. Very first thing came to my mind was, when he came in the room the first time, I looked straight at you.
Yeah.
You didn't have nothing in your hand but this hot water. Mm-hmm. Now, it's very possible.
Oh, man.
Because I used to sometimes, if you got to credit something or go get something from somebody, it's very possible that you just get it and stick it in your pocket because you damn near embarrassed that you going to somebody's room getting something. Even though the store is a business, it's like, some people look at you like a broke ass, that broke ass nigga, he got to go over there and borrow food from me. So it's very possible that he could have got that and stuck it in his pocket. But him being the type he is, I ain't never had no accusations of him stealing, but it just was something just strange about the way I didn't even see it nowhere. I didn't see no budges in his pocket or nothing, but it's possible it could have been in his back pocket. But it was just something strange about how he just threw it on the bed and just shot out the room. So I just looked up at him, he went out the room, he ain't looked back at me or nothing. So I take the stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm cooking or whatever, I'm doing my thing. I hear the door pop probably like a minute later. I get up from where I'm at, I walk over here to the door, and I look through the little window at my door to try to see from this angle who is there. It was just the officer. She was popping the door. I don't know if she was trying to get somebody attention or what. I see my roommate standing directly outside the room leaning on the rail. He don't do that. That's what I be doing. I be leaning on the rail a lot. He don't do that. So now I'm thinking, like, is he playing damn security guard at the room or something?
Yeah.
Like,
What's he got going?
I don't know. It just had me wondering. So anyway, I'm sitting there getting the stuff, making the food. So after it's made, and you feel me, you got it all mixed up and moved around, I take the big long cheese puff bag, which we been had, all the food mixed up in it, and I like tie it up, and I lay it under his mat because I wanted to get in a solid form. Not hard, but I just wanted to form in a solid form. So I lay it under his mat, let it sit there for a minute. So I come back out the room. When I come out the room, I go lean next to him. He's on the rail just like this. I'm like, oh, what the fuck, you all right? So he like, hell yeah, what you mean? I said, man, you said chewing your damn nails like you a damn chipmunk or something. I ain't never seen you bite on your nails like that, like you damn nervous or something. So he said, oh, no, I'm just thinking, man, baby mama just got
Oh, man, this nigga stealing, bro. Fuck. Oh, my God, bro.
Man, you know how it goes. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. Probably about 10 minutes later, the food ready. Go back in here, take it out, split it, put his in his bowl, put mine in my bowl. So now we ready to smash, we ready to do what we do. We go to eat. I'm talking about, bro, we was just so happy and joyous. Like, when we looked at each other and we eating, and we know we was just sitting here starving. It's just like
man,
I
yeah.
love you, boy. Boy, I got love for you, boy. I appreciate you for pitching in and going. It's just one of those type of feelings.
Yeah.
So the door pop again. He look out the door. I'm like, who that is? He like, that's just them coming back in from chow. I'm like, oh, okay. I done got nice and full. I done clinked my bowl out, putting my bowl back in the box. I know for a fact I have nothing in the box, but I'm just about to double check again because sometimes you overlook stuff. So I'm going through my paperwork, moving everything around, moving my hygiene around, moving my clothes around. Lo and behold, I find a half a bag of that kitchen Kool-Aid at the bottom shelf of the box. And that kitchen Kool-Aid is so potent. And when I found it, I remembered why I put it there. One of my guys, his ass always down begging, and I had to hide it from him. I usually keep it on the top shelf, so I put it on the bottom shelf under my clothes, so when he come in there, I could be like, you can open the box and look, bro, ain't none. So I told my roommate, he laying down, rubbing his stomach. I'm like, well, I just found a half a bag of kitchen Kool-Aid. He jump up. He like, swear. Bro, you lying. Swear. I said, well, I'm dead serious. So I showed it to him. He like, oh, hell yeah. So he grabbed his cup. So I poured him some in his cup, poured me some in my cup. So we leave out the room. We go get ready to make the hot water. Bro, when I'm down there at the hot water tank, I turn the hot water. As soon as I stick the cup under it for the hot water to come out, one of the Muslims dude that sleep up there on the top range by me pop straight out the room and say, man, attention Dawn, man.
Oh, shit.
Attention Dawn, man. Attention Dawn, man. So, you know, everybody.
Oh, shit.
He said, I play a whole lot of games, bro. I play a whole lot of games with you niggas. But what I don't play about is no thief. I don't fuck with no thief. I got life sentence in prison. I am never getting out. But that's on Allah. But that's on what he said. He was saying, he wasn't saying Allah. He was saying, Wallahi. That's what he said. He said, well, Wallahi, I will kill one of you niggas in here about playing with me. I find out who came in my room and been stealing. Wallahi.
Oh,
kill
shit.
One of you niggas. I believe I talked to one of my Muslim partners before and they told me. But if they didn't, don't quote me, don't get me wrong. But I believe that just means like, you know how people say, I swear to God or on God. I think that's just what that means in that, you know, in that form right there.
Okay.
But I think somebody told me that that's what that means.
I be hearing that, but I don't know
put
what
it
the
in
hell that
context,
means.
You would assume that that's what that means. So everybody go to looking crazy. So now you got Muslims, you got some GDs, you got some blood. People who rock with dude, because dude really a stand-up dude. People rock with him. So they're like, you know, the Muslims shoot over there first. What's up? What you talking about? He like, man, somebody came in my room and stole some of my food. So you got some bloods.
Bill got to be thinking like, fuck.
Who got down? So now you got other people that's cool with him, that's not Muslim, that's gang members, that's just saying stuff like, hey man, we don't play no thieves, bro. We find out who in here stealing, but your ass getting beat and your ass getting on that dope. That's on everything, but that's on everything I stand on. We find out who in this bitch stealing, but your ass getting beat to sleep and you getting put on that dope. So that's what, you know, everybody's saying. All kind of different groups, all kind of different names.
Man.
So I
beat
get my
to
damn
sleep.
Then mix him up and come back up the steps. So I'm coming back up the steps when I'm going back to my room. They asking him what he's missing.
Oh,
First
man.
thing I heard that man say, bag of kitchen Kool-Aid. He was going to go down his list.
No. That's what I ain't gonna lie. I damn near want to pull up and like be pouring my shit, like, you know, mixing my shit to let niggas know, like, I ain't trying to hide nothing, nigga. This is my shit.
But that's what he said first. So I'm like, instantly, my heart go to beat. I know for a fact I didn't steal it, but I also know how it will look because, you know, my guys, they know I'm down bad right now. I've been asking them for stuff right now. So for me to pop out the blue with some kitchen Kool-Aid, if he say he's missing it, and I say, oh, I just found it in the back of my box, I forgot I put it there, they gonna think I'm lying. So I'm walking up the steps, me and my roommate, he's behind me, we got 2 big-ass cups of kitchen Kool-Aid. He say he missing the bag of kitchen Kool-Aid. So I'm like, oh, my goodness. So I go in the room. First thing I do, I don't know how I left my candy bar in there on the bed anyway. Instantly, I secure him, put him on my side, put my shirt on, and then I'm just cooling, you know what I'm saying, drinking my Kool-Aid, whatever. 20 minutes went by, one of my guys came out on the door. Stuck his head in the door. He's like, hey, CBL? I said, yeah. He said, come holler at me real quick. I said, all right, bet. I grabbed my cup because I'm like, hey, I know I ain't stole nothing.
I ain't steal.
I know how it look, but I don't want it to like I'm hiding, trying to leave the Kool-Aid in the room. I come out the room. When I come out the room, all the Muslims posted up right there in front of that room. The only Muslim that's not right there is my roommate. He's on his bed like he damn sleep, rubbing his stomach and rubbing his big ass toes together. So I go out there, I go to one of my partner's room or whatever. He like, hey, folks. I'm like, what's up? He was like, hey, you know, I ain't trying to try you or nothing like that. I never try you, never disrespect you or nothing like that, fam. But where the hell you got that kitchen Kool-Aid from? So I was like, shit, bro, I had it in the back of my box. I forgot all about it. I said I had half a bag sitting back there for a while. I felt slightly offended, but I know how investigations go. I have been on the end where I had to ask people uncomfortable questions before, so I didn't challenge it. I understood, you know, how it looked or whatever. So he like, oh, okay. He said, yeah, you know, Fono had just told me to come ask you because of the situation going on, bro, talking about, you know what I'm saying, somebody stealing or whatever. So I'm like, well, shit, what did he say he missed? He said he missing a bag of kitchen Kool-Aid. He said he missing a summer sausage, a beef and cheese stick, and he said he missing a Sprite. He said somebody had to clip him. See, he went out to chow, but he didn't go to eat. He just went to make a play real quick. And when he came back, you know, the man know what he had. And he said that's what he missed, and somebody stole it out of his box. So I'm like...
And all that shit is in them niggas' room. All that shit, every last thing, even up to the fucking Kool-Aid. Even though that wasn't his. Every rapper, all that shit is in there.
Oh. So he like, hell yeah, you know, they talking crazy. They talking about, you feel me, they gonna splack them, they gonna paw them out, they don't get no fuck who it is. And shit, we on the same thing, like, bro, because we don't deal with no thieves, bro. So, you know, whoever it is, so instantly I'm thinking about my roommate. All right, bet. So I leave out the room, I go back in my room. As I go in there, my roommate done got all the way up under the cover, turned on his side, like getting comfortable finna go to sleep. I say, he said, what's up? I say, hey, you know all your brothers out there, they are standing outside, posted up outside their door looking crazy, and I'm talking about somebody been stealing. He said, what? For real? I said, yeah. He said, well, shit, they got it. Shit, they got it under control. They cool. He ain't move. I say, listen. So he look up at me like, what's up? I say, listen, I ain't trying to try you or nothing. I ain't trying to, you feel me, accuse you or nothing. But every item you just brought in this room, except for what is what they say that man say he missing out the box. And he like, man, I ain't studying that man. I ain't studying that man. You shit, nigga, you ain't seen nothing. That's what he say to me. Oh my God. All day,
facts.
They still posted up outside the room.
You ain't seen them.
Little statements or whatever. Ain't nobody saying that. So the very next morning, you know I'm up early all the time. I'm up early, brushing my teeth, sitting there at the door. I done took the flap out the window. I told y'all the flap is where the like you put a piece of paper or whatever in your window so people from the outside can't see inside your room. I took the flap off because the light is off, so I could see out real good because there's light on out there, but ain't no light on in here. So if you from the outside, you ain't just gonna be able to see in here real good. So I'm sitting here brushing my teeth. Man, I see about 4 Muslim dudes been in the corner. And it looked like they looking directly at my room. Man, I ran over there to the bed, grabbed the candy bar real quick, ran back over there to the sink, and I put it on the back, like the top of the sink, like where the bar of soap sit at, just in case I'm tripping or something. So I go to brush my teeth. Next thing you know, they knock kind of soft on the door. God. Immediately, I dropped the toothbrush inside the sink, grabbed the candy bar. I'm like, yo, he pulled the door open. Based off how he did it, I could tell it wasn't a threat. Because number one, if it was, he wouldn't even have knocked. They would have just
swung that bitch up.
Sleep. But he pulled the door open, kind of soft, looked in there at me. He seen it was me standing there. He was like, hey, your roommate woke. So I said, nah. He was like, all right, hey, when you get yourself together, come holler at me. You know, I got toothpaste and shit on my mouth. I got the knife in my hand. So he like, hey, get yourself together, come holler at me. Let me holler at you real quick. So I'm like, all right. So they leave, you know, they back up a little bit. They kind of go stand in front of where bro.
I want to know how the fuck this end.
He was missing some stuff. He was standing out there, but he wasn't with them in that group. He was just standing by his door. So I finished brushing my teeth, getting myself together.
That nigga made himself a target too. Fucking laying up in the bed like, you know, not stunting. He just laid in the bed type shit. Like, what in the hell?
Candy bar in my jacket sleeve, but I'm still holding it. So I ain't got to never let it go just in case something funny going on. I go outside the room. I'm like, what's up? So the one who said, holler at me, he come walking his way. The rest stay over there with Buddy who missing some stuff. So he comes over here to me. He say, hey, your roommate woke. So I say, nah, hell no, he ain't there knocked up. He said, hey, you ain't seen him with you don't know if he had no summer sausage, beef and cheese stick or something like that yesterday? I was like, I don't be in nobody business, bro. I don't pay attention to what nobody eating or nothing like that. There was some people that stayed in the dorm yesterday that told us that they seen him leave out of bro room. And then bro was missing some stuff, but he ain't had no reason to be in bro room. So that's what we was just trying to figure out if he, you feel me? And then, we ain't trying to get you in nothing, bro. We ain't trying to start nothing. But it's just like, you feel me? And then they say you were cooking yesterday. And then he went and got it. I was like, hey, listen, bro. If anybody stole, I hope he didn't. But if anybody stole anything from anybody, whether I was cooking or not, bro, that has nothing to do with me. Yeah. I don't know nothing about no stealing. I don't do no stealing. I ain't seen him with no summer sausage and no beef and cheese stick. So whatever your conclusion is.
And I went down and I owe the nigga that talk a lot. I owe him. So we can, I got my shit fucking around with him. I don't steal.
That has nothing to do with me. Just leave me out of it, bro. So he was like, I can't do nothing but respect that, bro. Cause I'm chain gang too. I know how I go. He was like, hey, I'm going to go holler at your roommate real quick. I'm like, I don't care what you do. Go in there, hit the light. I'm still standing outside the room. Hear them in there talking. You see one of the other Muslim dudes, he come walking this way. So I look through the door in the room. My roommate, he wide awake now. He's standing up. He's sitting there talking to him. The other one walk over there. He like, what's up, CBL? I'm like, what going on? He knock on the door, walk in there real quick. So I walk up. I go to my bro room that I know be woke early in the morning. I knock on the door. Like, yo, I open the door. He's sitting on the bed reading the Bible. I was like, yeah, these folk crazy. So he like, what? So I went to telling him about what just happened. Instantly, he jump up, putting on his boots, grabbing his candy bar. I'm like, hold on, folks, what you doing? He was like, shit, I'm just trying to make sure you straight. I'm like, nigga, I'm standing right here in front of you. You know I'm straight. I said, shit, I don't know if his ass finna be straight, but I'm straight. I'm just putting you on point in case, I don't know what type of
that nigga was on all timing. Nigga, for this shit, damn.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. He asked me straight up. He was like, bro, did you know bro stole that? I said, listen, I had no idea the man stole nothing.
Yeah.
He did come in there with a summer sausage and the beef and cheese stick yesterday, though. But I didn't learn about nothing being stole until it was already 8. Shit, we had already 8. And then when I asked him about it, he kind of brushed it off. So at that point, I knew he did it. But shit, what can I do in a situation like that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And then, he brought it, how the hell was I supposed to know? I ain't had no idea about that. So he said, oh, yeah, you ain't know nothing about that. As long as you wasn't in on that. I'm like, hell
no. Yeah.
And next thing we hear, out. Man, it just sounded crazy, some stuff they were saying. So we bust out the room. I snatched the candy bar off. Because we got other guys in this dorm that we got love for. So whenever we hear a noise, even if we assume it has nothing to do with us, we got to come out there and see who, what, when, where, and why. We bust out the room. Man, the dude who had some stuff stolen from him was standing in front of my door looking through the thing like this. And you could see the door kind of jerking and jumping towards him. And he had his hands on it like this, not letting the door bust open. And, they was clearly in there whooping his ass. The Muslims was in there whooping their own brother ass. I don't know if he admitted to it or if the person that said they seen him coming out that room, his word is just strong or whatever. I don't know, but it's standing here so other people coming out. So when people see it's my room, my partner, they run up to me like, fuck, what's up? What going on? So I'm like, nah, that's something my roommate got going on with the Muslims. Say he stole something or something like that. So they're like, oh, so we all posted up outside in front of the bedroom. Next thing you know, the door swing open, and the dude who the stuff was stolen from, he's standing outside the room, and he said, man, strip him up, strip him, strip him, strip him. Probably 30 seconds later, my roommate comes walking.
Bright and early in the morning, by the way, y'all. Do not go to prison. This is bright and early.
3 Muslim dudes behind him. My roommate was butt naked. He trying to cover himself up, and they walked him to the door. When they went to get him down the steps, the man turns around and look back up, talking about, man, CBL, tell them folks the truth. Tell them folks the truth, CBL. How the hell you gonna tell them folks? You seen me with a goddamn sausage and a beef and cheese stick. So instantly, I'm like, man, you a goddamn lie. I ain't told nobody I seen you with no sausage and no beef and cheese stick. I said, yo, brother asked me that. I told him I ain't seen you with nothing. I just don't know how it came out. But once I said that, they went to pushing him. Like, man, shut up. Get on the door. Get on the door. They went to pushing him to the door. Bro, who I was just talking to, he was like, bro, you sure you ain't said that to nobody else but me? I said, man, that's the first time I repeated it.
Yeah. Come on,
That
man.
was just to you 5 minutes ago. You ain't even went nowhere to repeat it to nobody. So I know they capping. I know Buddy capping. So he like, man, let's go push up on Big Op down here. That's the one who the stuff was stolen from. I'm
Yeah.
like, push up on him for what? He was like, nah, cause the nigga talking about something. You told them, so no,
Funny
we
shit.
push up on him and
Yeah.
show that's not what they got in their mind.
Yeah.
So we push down here. So he's standing down here with the other Muslim dude. So we walk down there. So I'm like, hey, what's up? So he like, what's going on? I say, hey, listen, when dude was just leaving, bro, I heard him say, how the hell you gonna tell them folks you seen him with that? He like, I was like, I don't know if it was a misunderstanding. I don't know if that's what was said to just finesse him out of the answer or whatever. But I ain't told nobody nothing. I ain't told now one of your brothers I seen my roommate with nothing, no food. I ain't seen nothing. I ain't told nobody I seen nothing.
Yeah.
While I was talking, he started smiling. He was like, yeah, they just
finessed him.
twist some words up real quick.
Yeah, they just
capped
finessed
him
him.
down just to get the truth out of him. And he told on himself, then tried to switch it up again later on. I said, oh, okay. He said, hell yeah. Just like, bro, the humiliation. Is it
Yeah.
worth it?
Yeah.
Is it worth y'all? Is it worth y'all beating my ass, stripping me butt naked, and kicking me out the dorm?
Stealing
Walking me to the
cheese
door. I'm
sticks
go all
and-
the way to the hole in nude, walking past every dorm because I wanted to go steal.
And got
sausage
beat
out your
up.
box.
Right.
And to be honest, that ass whooping and that stripping was light because some people will pull you out with the candy bar about stealing. That's why I stress it's not even worth it. It's not even worth going to jail. Bro, your ass can be out here on the streets working you a job, making you some legal money. You ain't never even got to worry about going through nothing like that. It's your boy Bill. I'm gone.
Shout out that nigga Bill Feezy. I'll fuck with you, boy. Like the video, sub up, comment up, bench rest in the channel, man. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm great, fam. We gone. Eddie D. Lad, what?